Hi, this is Stephanie from Our Natural Wisdom. Transitions are messy. I feel called to talk about transitions because we just transitioned into a new year, and even though it's a, you know, linear, chronological, kind of logical transition, it can still be very messy, and especially when we are making changes with intention or unintentionally, kind of subconsciously. You may have set some New Year's resolutions, New Year's goals, and intentions, and I'm just here to tell you, to remind you to have compassion for yourself as you're moving through these transitions, because it's not smooth. It can be very messy. It can sometimes be smooth. Gosh, we love it when it is. But, transitions are messy, and our household is going through a big one right now. And it's my son. We have decided to re-enroll him in the wonderful school that he was going to before the pandemic. They are a very small school, and they're super conscientious and cautious, and they haven't had any issues during the pandemic. So we felt very confident about re-enrolling him. He's 3. He's been climbing the walls and has missed his school and has missed being around people his age. And his sister, who is 9, she could really use a little space from him too, honestly. So we decided to re-enroll him, and that felt really good. And it started on Monday, and I knew that there was going to be a messy transition, and it is. It's for anybody that's experienced this with kids. The drop-offs can be really challenging and bring up a lot of emotions. And I knew this going into it, so I have been very compassionate with myself, and that allows me to handle the situation with a lot more grace than I think that I did in the past with our first child. And then being able to just maintain that sense of compassion after I have to leave him, kicking and screaming and being really upset. So I just share this because it's just a reminder of how transitions are messy, and for all of the wonderful changes that we are intentionally making in our lives. It's important to remember this, and I am very much calling on and grounding myself in this time by reflecting on the natural transitions that we experience and observe and feel around us in nature, especially the seasonal transitions. I mean, here it's been a few weeks now since we transitioned officially into the winter. And so things have kind of started to stabilize a little bit, at least around here, but certainly around the seasonal change, we see this in nature all the time. We see how it looks like, one day it's warm and sunny, and then the next day it's bitterly cold, and, we've got ice storms. And transitions are messy in nature too. There's a cycle of things. There's there's patterns that need to fall into place. And when we trust that this is what nature knows how to do, and when we trust that we know how to do this ourselves, when we are soul-led and heart-led, and when we are staying connected with our sense of self-compassion and self-love, and we're able to access a deeper level of grace for ourselves, we can extend that grace to ourselves and to each other, and it helps us so much during these times of transition. So if you're experiencing some big transitions, whether of your choosing or not, I just encourage you to look to nature for some of the wisdom of knowing the cycles and knowing that there is a process that is unfolding, and feeling the trust in that, really grounding yourself in trusting that there are cycles in everything in our lives, in the world around us, in the people that we love. And the more that we understand that a process is unfolding, and that is how we are able to connect with our deepest self-compassion, our deepest knowing and wisdom and guidance. It's a beautiful place to find our groundedness and our ability to move through these messy transitions. So I am hoping that this helps you somewhat. Look to nature. She always has such beautiful wisdom and support and healing to provide you. And I look forward to connecting again soon. If you would like more information about Our Natural Wisdom, you can just look on the website at ournaturalwisdom.com. And I look forward to talking with you again soon. Have a beautiful day. Bye.